Alright guys, welcome back. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful Thursday. Here it was really really some crappy weather here today. But the market did do something that it hasn't done quite some time. We got some nice price action today from the stock market and from the crypto market. And I think my stream is lagging or something, right? Hang on a second. There it is. The node pump it. Alright. What is going on right now? Alright. Let's see. Music check. Can you guys hear the music? I think we are still on track for it, yeah. We're just gonna go through the normal. Bitcoin chart. Alright, so we popped back into this wedge. We're still respecting this channel like we've been respecting it really the whole time. We got a quick move down and then move back right back into the pattern. So I think that this is actually looking pretty good. We're still in negative momentum here. You can see that the oscillator is at stochastic RSI is at 30. You know, we're still below 50, which is fine. We have plenty of room to run up, man. Plenty of room to run up. All right, what's going on, guys? I know, surprise stream again, right? Figured I'd come on real fast, get you guys going. But I'm still suspecting, you know, maybe we get one more quick retest of this low before we actually break, you know, the $53,000 area to get on up to 58,000, this area here, and to get close to breaking that all-time high, right? I think by next week we should see some of that go down by like beginning of October. Really, all depending on what the stock market's doing too. If the stock market's holding up, crypto market's gonna hold up. We're still kind of tethered to what the S&P is doing, unfortunately. All right. Let's see. No poker tonight, Toe. I'm just kind of chilling, relaxing. The weekly chart painted a red dot. I mean, the week is not over yet. On the wave chart, on the wave indicator. Let's see. I mean, it could be just doing one of these where it paints this and then we go green and then a rip, right? So, yeah, I wouldn't really, you know, I wouldn't really look into that too much. So yeah, I wouldn't use that on the weekly. I mean, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. You know, we are seeing, you know, momentum kind of move to the downside, but we could just get a big spike of, positive momentum here next week, right? And then we're still in bullish territory on the weekly too on the MACD. Right? Lots of people are bearish right now, which is fine. I mean, yeah, we've been making lower highs, right? But we still have fear in the markets, guys. We still have fear in the markets. Remember that. We really want to pay attention to what, this is the next chart I'm going to get to, what what USDT dominance is doing, right? And so yeah, I mean, we did start making these higher lows, right, and higher highs on USDT, which is not good, but technically the macro is still putting in a lower high here, right? Yes, this is a higher low than these lows, right? But this is not an end all indicator for what the price will do. Okay, this is just a reference point. Because when dollars come into this market, they go into Tether or USDC, or they, so the dominance, obviously when more money piles in, guess what? It's going in probably to a stablecoin first, and then into an asset. I look at VChain, GBP, yeah, we can take a look at that, but we're going to go through the rest of our structure here. So USDT dominance, and then Bitcoin dominance. That's right, Toe. We're still getting this reaction low here off the 786 now. Okay, so just pay attention to this. If this starts to creep up, okay, I mean, even if, like I said, we could end up seeing a lower high somewhere up here, or maybe before that then it'll come back down, right? As long as this doesn't really start to really rally, that signals to me that altcoins are still going to run. Okay. So Bitcoin dominance not really doing too much, just kind of chilling. That's it. The SAR is still long on the hourly and short on the 4 hour for now. Fear and greed we just looked at is still in the fear stage. Last node, we don't really have any update here just as of right now in terms of the net profit and loss. Right, we're still in this green area. We actually dipped into optimism anxiety stage. So that was the buy the dip opportunity there, right? Okay. And then yeah, the NFTs are still on sale, guys, so make sure you guys check those out. And if you're interested in any of the SCP products, obviously each NFT has an associated service with it. But definitely make sure you guys check that out. All right. And then we'll get into some assets here that you guys want to look at, right? Just wanted to get on tonight, give you guys a quick update. Cody actually getting up to this trend line right here. You can see we broke this triangle on the weekly here, on the daily even. Look at this nice breakout, back test, and run. We're right up to this trend line right now. Let's see if this thing can break it, because then this thing probably goes into price discovery, right? I don't know, man. Are we still in a bear? Are we in a bear market with assets going up 43%, man? Some of these big YouTuber guys are super bearish on the market. I don't know, I just don't really get it. It doesn't really make sense. Got assets making higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, we can check ETH. Well, we're gonna check VChain GBP first. And we can look at total too, yep. I mean, this can't possibly be all the data on this. I'm sorry, man. We're going to look at it in dollars because... and then what we can do is we could do divided by GBP. And this should give us the whole thing. Here you go. Well, this is the chart, VChain versus GBP, all right? Tezos, yeah, sure, look at it. Oh, well, you know, you're holding this trend line right now. This does look like a rising wedge here, but as long as you don't start closing below the wedge, it's not a short, right? So you could just go on leg on up after this, right? We could get one more huge run, and that's what I'm thinking might happen here. We're gonna get one more huge run where we run and rally up to 32 cents. And that be the top. We're close to the top. Yeah, pretty close to that 200% retrace area. Something along those lines. But this is a perfect buying opportunity right now. You can see that pretty clearly. All right, the daily is below 45 on the RSI. You just started to move back up. All right, so ETH, take a look at ETH. Yeah, I know. CryptoFace was shorting ETH the other day, and I'm pretty sure he got wrecked, so good for him. He can give a little bit back to the market, right? He's got plenty to give, that guy. Plenty to give. Yeah. So ETH, we're looking at this $3,400 area. Once we break back above that, pretty much blue skies ahead, right? Because this went straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. And then total 2, and we did the ABC correct, or that was the ABC correction on this, but this just does look like a cup and handle, right? Just gonna take off the moving averages for a second, just to give you guys a visual. All right, and yeah, I mean, so this is the cup. We had a wedge break here, pretty clear wedge break. Okay, we got to the top of the wedge, and now this is forming a cup and handle. Guys, after we form such patterns like this on total 2, you guys do realize that this is going to catalyze this a huge rally, right? Like something like we saw back here from November 20th to May. It's going to be pretty silly. Okay. Are y'all with me? Everyone okay? Are you guys listening? What chart am I looking at? Nasdaq? Yeah, we can look at Nasdaq. Anyway, so our next real major target for total 2 is 2.6 trillion. Once we break back above 1.5. So 2.6 trillion, that means we double up on the altcoins. All right. I mean, if we break I'm really confused, high card. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, so yeah, 2.6 trillion is pretty much a target. That's the golden mean ratio. If we do exceed that, I mean, we're talking about a crazy number like 7 trillion, which I don't think we're going to get to on this run. But so total's at 2 trillion right now, and I think yeah, 2.85. I mean, we could see a total cap of 6.45 trillion. That's possible. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, man. I mean, if we do break the 1618, it's going to be a parabolic move. This is going to be the parabolic move because, look, there's no Fibonacci extension in between here, right? It just goes from the 1618 to the 200% retrace. This is going to be 2.85 trillion. The market's going to double once it breaks this 2.8 trillion dollar area. It's just going to go straight up. And this is where people are going to get wrecked and lose money. Because they're not going to realize that after we make this move, that this is when we start this bear market, okay? And we probably come back down to the $800 billion area, which is this area right here. Oh yeah, we got 4-hour signals that are buy signals now. Oh, we did get a daily candle close and open here for Bitcoin. That's good. We closed above what, 44.8. Looks like we're ready to rock to the top of the range, 47 to 50K area. All right. So XRP, XTZ. Let's take a look at those first, and then we'll look at whatever high card is looking for us to touch on. So Tezos, nothing much has changed here, aside from us making a higher low. Right, you can clearly see this trend line being respected here, and us getting a nice reaction rally off this low, and we're probably going to head back up to this 886 fib extension around $8. And once you break that, you're looking at 12, and then up to the 1272 around $32 for a major swing trade, right? XRP. I mean, it still looks okay, even if we do make a higher low here, right? Even if it is possible we could come back down to this area, around the 73-cent area. Ryan, thank you so much for the 7 Canadian, man. Really appreciate that. Really do appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the tip, man. Appreciate that. So yeah, XRP. I mean, if it's strong enough and doesn't need to come back down to the trend line here, that's beautiful. This is just a partial decline, making a higher low, and then maybe we can make a rally up to the top of this trend line, right? But this is what I'm seeing, another huge triangle setup here. This just looks like a great swing trade opportunity, and we could see, in time, we could see $2, and we could see $3.50 for the all-time high, and if we break all-time highs, guys, I've said this before, man, the 1272 is a $23. I don't know if we're gonna get to $23, but maybe we do have to move to like $9, $10 on this last leg. All right. So that's XRP. We did XTZ. Potential repeat of the 1998-2002 going on with Nasdaq. Best host people know. This one I have drawn out. It's my trading view account. Hi, Card Jesus. I don't know what ticker you want me to look at. Do you want me to look? You want me to look at the Nasdaq Composite? Is that what we're looking at? As we can look at the Nasdaq. All right. Here's the Nasdaq Composite. And we're putting in a weekly, a nice weekly candle here, even after us getting this bit of a pullback. It's still sitting at 63 on the RSI, which is fine. I mean, they just keep printing more and more money. It's not gonna. I mean, there is, you know, we did get a cross down on the weekly, right? We did make a lower high on the MACD. The momentum looks like it could be shifting, but this could take a couple months before we actually see some real big drawdown, man. And the way this is, I want you to copy and paste this link. Tell me what you think of my drawing. It's not a, don't worry. I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna copy any of your links. No offense. Even if it's not a hack. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can't send links on YouTube anyway, so sorry about that, man. Matic GBP. Yeah, we can look at Matic. Here's Matic. This is also not all the chart data on Matic. So Matic just holding the trend line right now, right? This does look like it could be forming some sort of ascending triangle. And if that is the case, we're looking at a 754% measured move. If this does kind of cup out here on the weekly, which is what it's looking like it's doing, right? Just kind of chilling here. And implying price action to the upside with this daily bullish divergence. This thing looks insane, guys, on the daily chart right now. This thing looks really strong on the daily. All right, so we could see this come back up to the top and even break it, because this is a 1, 2, 3 higher lows, and we're about 67% of the way through the triangle. As Bukowski says, on these types of patterns, they could go about 67% of the way. Oh yeah, sorry about, I didn't look at Sushi. Hey Sue, how are you? Long time no see. So Sushi, okay, still in this structure, right? No, we haven't really gotten too far out of this structure, and I haven't charted this in a while. Let's see. So it's holding the bottom of this trend line, right? And we could see this run all the way back up to 15, okay? Yeah, high card. We're definitely aware that we're entering in a bubble, man, for sure. This is bubble stage. But I think we're gonna have one more leg into the Q4, into the end of the year, and then that's gonna be it. So Sushi is also showing this daily hidden bullish divergence here on the momentum oscillator right now on the daily. Looks good. Looks good for continuation back up to the top of this structure here, right? And then once you do break this, you could back test it before making your next major move out of here, which is going to get us and lead us to this target of close to 90 bucks. We could even get to the 1272 fib extension, which does sound kind of crazy right now, $168. But like I said, if we do have this major parabolic move that I'm thinking that we're going to get towards the end of this year, we could easily see that. We could easily see it go to 150 bucks or whatever this target is here. Seems kind of ridiculous right now because that's a 16x, but we're going to see some stupid stuff happen, and make sure you guys take profits along the way, man, because it's going to get frothy and people are going to ask you, you're going to start getting hit up by all these people. Oh, how do I buy cryptocurrency? How do I do this? How do I do that? Once that starts happening, you know we're nearing a cycle top. It's just a chart indicating we have a similar drop of 81% in traditional markets as we did in 1998, 2002. Yeah, that was the dot-com bubble, man. I think we're definitely in a bubble. No doubt are we not in a bubble. Sure. Absolutely in a bubble. It's just about knowing when to get out of the market and exit and start scaling out. And I'm telling you guys right now, as we go into this last push, we're going to need to scale out of the market. And that's what's going to really, what's going to really help us, man? A, I'm going to help you guys. B, we have the Newpol chart here. C, I want to explain to you guys another way that I've been implementing into my swing trades to exit these markets. And really any asset, not just Bitcoin. Okay, this applies to stocks as well. And if you guys join the alert service, you guys will get access to a lot of this information that I provide for free to those folks that are a part of it, okay? And I just posted these rules here the other day. Essentially, if the asset's above the 21 exponential moving average, if the RSI is above 70, and are we above the 50-day moving average? Those three things. It's really that simple. Those three things. Above 75 on the RSI, above the 50-day moving average, and above the 21 exponential moving average. All right. That is the time. That is going to be the time to sell. Above 75 on the RSI is the key. Okay. Are we going to keep going after that? Sure. We can make a high on price, and then we can see the RSI go down to, I don't know, 60 or 75 or like whatever, and then we can have one more leg. That'll be the blow off top, right? We're going to make a higher high on price, but a lower high on the RSI. We're going to get a bearish divergence, and then that's going to be our cycle top. And nobody's going to know that that's going to be the cycle top. But we're going to already be scaled out of most of our positions by the time the first leg up to 75 on the RSI hits. I'm not looking to sell the top, guys. I'm looking to secure my profits before we get to the cycle top, because nobody can time the top. I don't care what kind of trader you are. I don't care who you are. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right. UFO crypto man, what's up, dude? We didn't take a look at your three. I'm gonna look at them real quick, man. XLM. I mean, it kind of did what I had drawn out, just maybe came a little bit further down to the trend line here, which makes a lot of sense, right? We came down to the 618, and we got this bounce here with the rest of the market. Looks a lot like a lot of other assets right now. XLM is a slower mover, okay? And this does look like a potential for a falling wedge, right? This does look like a wedge structure right here. And once we start, you know, looking at wedges.
Is that a node wedge?
Could be a node wedge, right? And we're also showing that data. We're not showing it as greatly here on XLM as we are on other assets, but there is some hidden divergence here on the momentum oscillator. It's ever so slight, but it is telling us that we could see higher prices. Stochastics are pointed up. RSI is at 45, so this is in the buying zone on the daily, in the buying zone for sure. Okay, that's XLM. We'll look at Solana and ADA. Yeah, Solana getting this nice bounce right off the 618. I gave a trade entry at $126 on this asset. If you guys did take that trade, you guys are nice and lit right now, right? So falling structure here. I think I charted this on a 4-hour or something. Yeah. So falling wedge again for Solana, getting really tight, looking like you're poised to break out of here. The 4-hour is sitting bullish around 54, and looks pretty good, man. Looks pretty good. Daily is just coming out of negative momentum. Stochastics just rolling above 20 here. Looking strong. Looking strong. Let's see. We got Dodo, Lena. What else? Let's look at Dodo. The bird. The bird is the word, man. The bird is the word. Now this didn't really play out, unfortunately. And this, we did come back down to this critical support, right? I didn't have this fibbed, but, so let's see. All right, so we came up to the, what looks to be the 50% retrace area. And we pulled back right to the 382 and got a bounce there. I mean, this asset isn't really as strong as some other assets. And this inverse head and shoulders didn't, I mean, technically it can come all the way down to 85 cents and still be a valid pattern, I guess. So there's that. Yeah, I don't know. This can still consolidate. Looks like it's you did get some volume that came in down here on this bottom, so that's good. On the 4 hour, you can see the volume coming in, and we could just consolidate here before maybe trying to break this. Right, we could break it and back test it and then run, or we could touch it, drop, and double bottom and then run. Right, I don't know exactly how it's going to play out. All right, that's Dodo. Lena. I haven't looked at this one in a while. Let's see. Pretty clear, you know, you broke the trend line, now you're trying to get back above it. So one could construe this as a descending broadening wedge formation. And if we do get continuation, we're going to see this break back up through this crisscross here and use it as support. Right? We might see something like this happen where we could break up, back test it as support, and run. Right? Something like that, because the daily is implying, and you can see it, the daily is implying upside here. Right? The momentum is sort of weaning, negative momentum is sort of weaning off. We have a low and a higher low on the momentum with a low and a lower low on price. So we have a divergence in the price, or a divergence in the momentum oscillator and lower lows on price. So momentum is telling us we could see a shift up on the price. Okay. Elrond and then Raven. This was a great performing asset, by the way. Oh my God, it's still respecting the trend line. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Wow.
No, pump it.
This one's perfect, man. It's just holding this beautiful parabola structure. We could just kind of chill in this thing until it bounces out of here. Makes a rally, comes back down, and just goes all the way. I don't know how high it's going to go, but as long as it's in this channel here, it's being respected. Okay. Pay attention to this one. Looks like it's about to break out. Raven. Where's my other Raven chart? I feel like I had this chart already somewhere. All right, there it is. The falling wedge breakout. We didn't quite get to the top yet, so I still think we can get to the top, which is 23 cents. And this is doing something beautiful here, guys. This is a downsloping consolidation pattern. This is a flag, okay? Actually, it's probably just a downsloping channel. According to Bukowski, anything over 3 weeks is no longer a pennant or a flag. But we did just get above this median trend line, so we could definitely see this looks like a cup and handle. We could definitely see this go back up the top of the channel, which is 12.3 cents. And we're looking for a break above the channel and then a back test of the channel to make your next moves up to these resistance areas up here on 16, and then ultimately back up to the swing high, which is 26 cents. Smash up the likes, guys, if you're enjoying the content here at Swing Trade Pros. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. All right. And SLP, man, this asset just broke. Just about to break out, man. Major breakout for this one. And the swing target's up here at 40 cents. I'm telling you right now, guys, this asset's probably going to go back up to 40 cents. It's 8 cents right now. All right. Crazy shit for this one. We had some nice runners on stocks today, too. We're going to look at FCEL. This was called out in the alert service today. Why aren't my charts saving, man? What is up with this? So weird. Anyways, this was a falling wedge trade setup. We're going to go to the weekly and show you guys. We'll look at Doge in a second. But this meets our criteria for a long-term buy, all right? Criteria is under 45 on the RSI, above or below 20. Actually, I mean, today technically it went above it because we got a rally, but the other day I was looking at it, it was below 20 on the stochastic. It was also, it's still technically below 45 on the weekly, and we're below the 21 EMA, right? We're right below the 21, guys. This is a great long-term place to buy this asset, and we're in a wedge. We're in a wedge, man. We're in a node wedge. Right? There it is, the wedge. Swing target on this is $27, guys. This is no joke of a swing trade. This is a stock. All right? This is not a crypto. This is a stock. It's $7.25 today. Another trade I took was Kodak. Let's look at this. Weekly, below 45 on the RSI. Check 1. Check 2. Are we below the 21 exponential moving average? We are. The 21 is right here. We are below the 21 exponential. Are we below 20 on the stochastic RSI? Oh my God, we're at 6. What's going to happen, guys? We also triggered on the TTM. We triggered this week. We triggered long. All right. I took an option trade on this one, guys. I think it's going to pay off pretty well. If this does play out. Look, you can see the volume is receding so hard. This thing hasn't seen a pump since July of last year, right? This is Kodak, though, all right? This is some crap company, but it doesn't matter. I think the technicals are going to play out here, and you can see on the daily chart what's happening. It's starting to slowly make higher lows and just bounce off this bottom trend line here, okay? And we're getting pretty close on resolution of this pattern. I think there's going to be a massive move, man, coming for this stock, and everyone's going to be like, Kodak? Why is Kodak pumping? Kodak's just a shit company. It is a shit company, but the technicals are telling me something big brewing on this chart right now, man. Big stuff brewing. Look how tight the RSI bands are, too. All right. Yeah, a 276% measured move. I've seen this asset do 100% in one day. I've seen it. Okay. Do you realize if you buy an option on this thing, what a 100% move looks like on an option?
Is that a node wedge?
Dude. 100% move. Even if I get a 20% move on this, it's going to 5 or 6x my trade. The key with options is to take small risk and get longer expiration, because that way you can capture the moves and not worry about the risk. Right? It's like kind of like lev trading. You don't want to take a lot of risk on a higher leverage trade. Okay? Anyways, we can look at Harmony 1, sure. And AVAX. This thing's gone. Let's be careful, guys. We're above 75 on the RSI on the weekly time frame. Above 75. We're way above the 50-day moving average. All right. I get it. We're in price discovery. We do expect Bitcoin to make continuation, but if you bought this asset early, man, I would strongly consider starting to take profits on this thing. I mean, even if it does go to 140 bucks, you can still scale out half your position here and let the rest ride, right? Make sure you guys take profits, all right? This is the most important thing. The weekly right now is telling us this thing is way overbought. We're at 82 on the RSI. Can it continue? Yeah, it can continue. You know, it might come back down and then like make a lower high, but make a higher high on price, and we might get this divergence here. And then, you know, the price might shoot up to 140, 200, whatever, anywhere in that range. It's possible. I'm not saying it's not. But what I'm saying is that we're in that zone right now. We're in that zone right now that it's already heating up it's pretty hot. Pretty hot on the weekly chart right now. All right. I know we have a couple months left to this run, but never hurt anybody to start taking profits here, all right? All right, so Doge and then Harmony 1. Doge actually... Yeah, I mean, Doge looks okay here. We're also showing daily hidden bullish divergence. Right on the oscillator, we could see Doge come back up on the daily here. We could get back up to the top of this range, right? 28 cents, even up to 32, depending on how strong of a move we get. This was a falling wedge breakout, and now we're making a higher low. So ultimately, the swing target is back up to this top at like 67, 75 cents area up here, okay? Dogecoin. So yeah, I think Doge still has some room to run. All right. I was starting to look at some of the marijuana stocks too, guys. I know you guys are all about crypto, but we should probably look at some other assets too. And we're gonna go to the weekly chart, and we're gonna look at our technicals. We can see that we're below the 21 EMA. One covered. Second, RSI, is it below 45? Oh my God, it's at 23. Yes, Toe. One option contract is equivalent to 100 shares. Yep, that's right. All right, so 23 on the RSI. So we got 2 out of 3 so far. Is the stochastic below 20? Oh my God, it is at 0.18. Yeah, this is probably a good long-term buying area for this asset. And also, not only is it probably a good long-term buying area, look where you are. 1, 2, you got 3 touch points along this trend line. Do I buy options on them or actual? To exercise the options, you need to have the capital to do so. I usually sell the option before they expire. Right. I did actually buy some options on this asset that expire in a month. I bought the $15 option calls because I think that this is a bottom, man. I really think that this is this bottom right here. Look at this. Look at this hammer candle we're putting in here on the weekly. I mean, actually, technically, this line needs to be moved down a bit. Let me redraw this. For this line right here, it's perfect. This is the bottom, guys. RSI's at 23. Come on, what is this? This is like the this is making an ascending triangle up here, right? And according to Volkowski, we're looking at these patterns when they play out. They break out 60-something% of the way through the pattern. All right, so if you drew this all the way out, which I just did, we're 63% is sometime in here, man. Maybe towards the end of next year or something. But we're talking about a long-term swing trade here. And this can go all the way up and maybe even break out and back test, right, before making another move long-term. This is how we identify this stuff, guys. The weekly. That weekly long-term rule I just gave you guys, I think it may not be the bottom every single time, But if you continually follow that rule of thumb, you will find yourself buying close to bottoms on assets every single time for the long term. Obviously, if you move to smaller time scales, you're going to get more fake outs, you're going to get more buying, more selling, right? Because you're going to a smaller time scale. I think the weekly time scale is pretty good for a longer term, all right? And I mean, what do you guys make of this? What do you guys think of this? This looks right. This looks ripe for a buy, right? Look, this asset was $56 this year. It's now $14.50. Do you guys not perceive any value for this asset here? I think there is definitely people perceiving value for this asset here, all right? And you can see that bottoming formation come in. You know, we can see all that happening. And we're coming right back down to the 382 fib extension, which is a common retrace reversal area for an asset that's actually long-term bullish. All right, long-term bullish. So options are actually kind of risky, and I don't recommend new traders to actually really mess with them unless you know what you're doing. But the longer your expiry, the better. That's all I have to say. But you're going to pay more in premium because you're holding the contract for a longer duration. Okay. This is another trade that I'm in. Stock trade. Plug. Let's go to the weekly. All right. I bought this a couple weeks ago. It was below 20 when I bought this, all right? So below 20 on the stochastic, below 45 on the RSI. It's at 48, so it was below last week, which was the time to buy it. And it is below the 21 EMA. It's actually touching it right now. It's still technically below it. And yes, this does look like a descending broadening wedge formation. You guys already know what I think this is going to do. I think this is going to go to the top, which is $68. We're talking about doubling our money. All right. Sorry, I know I went off on a tangent tonight with some stocks, but I think you guys should be aware of these, as I think they're going to make some major moves. Cool. Oh yeah, lit. This is a coin that I think we should be looking at. Let's go like the daily on this. Ah, the simple moving average, yeah, the 128 simple. Talkspace. Wow, that is destroyed for sure. Let's look at the weekly. Does it meet the criteria? We are below the 21. We are below 45. We are not below 20 though on the stochastic, so I probably will not be buying this one. Maybe wait a bit. This thing did something silly. Why is it so wrecked? I mean, it did a 400% retrace, man. Crazy. But this one, right below 45, we don't have enough data for stochastic. Actually, we do. It's below 20. Oh my God, it's below 20. Below 20 on the stochastic, below 45 on the RSI, and below the weekly 21. Oh my God, this is probably a huge buy. Look at this volume coming in here. This is signaling a bottom, guys. Okay? I am probably going to buy this one myself. I'm not sure if this one can be traded on the futures market. Let's take a gander, and it cannot, I don't believe. No. Nope. Can't trade this one on the futures market. Sorry, only a spot trade for this one. Oh, Shipcoin. I totally forgot about this guy. We gave a trade setup on this one a while ago, though. So right now we're not below. Let's see. Are we? Well, there's no weekly 21 on this chart. So let's see. Not enough chart data on this one. Oh, maybe there is actually. So we're technically above the 21. So, well, this one's out. You can't buy it. We missed our chance for an optimal buying opportunity. How about ontology? It's definitely below the weekly 21. It's 47. It's pretty close to 45, so but not quite there, but the stochastic is not ready for us to buy just yet. All right. All right. Time for you guys to request some more assets. Ready, go. We got about 8 minutes left, guys. Or we can look at Aave. Alright, so Aave, I mean, this asset's had quite a run. I mean, we haven't even done a 23.6% retrace from this swing high. Alright. Soldier, we covered Solana and Sushi already. We can cover Urus too after this though. Let's see. Yeah, so Aave is showing daily hidden bullish divergence on the MACD oscillator. It looks like we could see this come back above the resistance area here on 320, and obviously toward maybe touch the top of this trend line. We'll see if we have enough momentum to break it, because if we do, this trend line right here is a super important one to break. And so if we do have enough momentum to break it and back test it as a support, then we can then see higher prices, and we can see Aave go much higher on the price. But I suspect it's possible, now I'm saying it's possible, that maybe we do get up here and we just kind of maybe consolidate before we do break up. It really depends on what Bitcoin's doing, if Bitcoin dominance is going up. But it is implying a move back up right now on the daily, right? The daily chart is implying a move back up, okay? Cool. So, Safe Moon, sorry man, but we're not gonna look at that. Link, we'll look at GRT, EOS, we'll look at those. All right, so Link, I thought we were gonna come back down to the bottom of the trend line. We didn't quite make it there, the market bounced. And yeah, we're just kind of just chilling in this uptrend right now. We're just chilling in the uptrend. And Link is probably, no, we're not really showing anything right now on the oscillator right now. We have a low and a lower low on momentum, but it matches the price, so no real divergence there. We're not implying anything just yet on the daily. Maybe we're showing something on the 12-hour. Not quite. But even though we could get a cross back up, and we could end up touching this area here, right, this trend line. It looks like a down-sloping channel. So these, you only really want to trade these when they break out of the channel and back test it, and that's where you want to take a long entry. So we'll wait for that, right? We are implying a possible chance that we do see upside on Chainlink too. Right? And we're going to look at Urus. So definitely consolidating right at this major trend line, which is super bullish, man. That is super bullish stuff to see. And look at all this volume that's coming in up here. That's looking really, really good, man. Really good. And you're basically putting what looks to be like a descending, broadening formation here with the highs and the lows. And so what I would say, and I'd give a projection here from this low, because this candle right here is a bullish engulfing candle, and no doubt about it. 51% measured move from here puts the asset about $100. Congratulations if you guys did buy this asset when I did come out with this video back in March at $12. Congratulations, you're 3 or 4x on your money. OMG Network, OMI, I've never heard of this. OMI, I think I haven't heard of OMI. I don't know. It's chartable though. Okay, it is. Not sure if this is all the data. City RC20. Is this the same asset? No. Whatever. I guess we'll just use this chart. I believe that this is what this is, man. Ecomi. Looks good, man. You're consolidating right below a major resistance point. You're looking at your next target here about 0.06, which is the 61.8% retrace. And if you break that, this asset went straight down. I suspect it just goes straight up. Okay. So something like that. All right. Looks pretty good. Not sure what it does, but it looks pretty good. Well, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to cover OMG Network, and that's probably going to be the last asset I cover tonight. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And make sure you guys smash up the like button if you guys haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. And join the Discord. That is where we have all of our information about our products and what we do at STP here. All right. I know OMG was doing really, really well. It was actually, I remember it was rallying through this dump, which is incredible. Not sure if they had some big news or what they did, but kudos to anyone who owns OMG. Yeah, so I mean, falling wedge breakout. You guys already know the target is 30 bucks at minimum, right? That's the target. Just from the major falling wedge, right? Came up to the 886, fell back down to 50% retrace, and now you're trying to rally back above this 786 fib extension. Your next real target is the 886, which is around 20 bucks, 17 bucks. And ultimately, you can also see this trend line and how it's being respected here as well. A couple different trend lines here to look at, right? So you can see this happening, right? We get up maybe to the all-time high and pull back. And then maybe one more rip into the end. I don't know if we're going to get this. We might just get one big rally into the end of the year for this asset. But on the daily chart, we are. I mean, this is barely putting in any negative momentum here. This looks stronger than I would say a lot of these assets. You can see, and if we just hold these lows like this, man, this is super bullish. Super, super bullish looking right now. You're in a squeeze on the daily too. And I think looks like you're consolidating right below a major resistance point. You break one of these resistances and you're talking about a big price appreciation, all right? Cool. Thank you guys so much for the support. And hopefully we'll catch you guys in the Discord. And we'll catch you guys Sunday if I don't do another surprise live stream tomorrow. So if I don't see you guys or speak to you guys, make sure you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm sorry, I didn't look at GRT or EOS here for Arun. We'll take a look at that real fast. Sorry about that, Arun. Yeah, so GRT coming back down to the 236 fib extension here. And yeah, just consolidating. This asset's definitely underperforming the rest of the altcoin market right now. But it does look like this could be a potential bottom. Right, we are at 40 on the RSI, and well, I mean, there's no real divergence here. So there's that. We could start continuing to build maybe hidden divergence. It's not really a hidden though, because these lows are lower lows on price than these highs. So yeah, I mean, we could just continue to consolidate with this asset. We are what looks to be maybe forming some sort of wedge. Okay. Absolutely, guys. My pleasure to do the analysis for you guys. Hopefully, you guys and girls enjoy it and spread the word about what we do here at SCP. And that's how we're going to grow, man. And that's how I'm going to continue to be able to do this for you guys. All right. So make sure you guys definitely share the YouTube links in the channel and what we're doing here. And obviously, if you're benefiting from it, I'm sure you'll talk about it. So just make sure you guys do that. That's all we can really ask for, man. We're just trying to help everyone build wealth for themselves and invest in themselves, learn what's happening on these charts. So GRT, just coming back to it real quick, we could see this, try to test this 80 cent if we do get a breakout. You already know where we're going. We're going back up to 109. If we do break the channel, man, that's good news. We gotta break out and back test the channel as support and then run. Okay, that probably will be the last run this thing makes into the end of the year if we do get it. EOS, in my opinion, is an absolute shitcoin. I do not suggest anyone to accumulate this one long term. It is not. It is an underperforming asset, and I mean, yes, it's in this long-term pattern and actually does look like a buy. It's sitting right on the major trend line, but I personally don't see anything that this asset's going to be doing that you can't make money elsewhere in the space with another asset. All right. But yeah, again, same type of structure, maybe falling wedge here. We could see this maybe break out and back test this and maybe run to the top, right? That's what it looks like. All right, Arun, hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully you're not stuck in any trades with that. That's why I assume maybe you're asking about it, because I do think we could see this this asset come back up for sure. All right. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Smash up the like button if you guys haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button. Tick the little bell. And we'll catch you guys in the next stream. Obviously, it would really be beneficial if we could get more people on these streams. That would motivate me more to do these types of streams ad hoc like this. But I felt like yesterday was a good turnout. Maybe today would be a good turnout. Today, not so good, guys. Not so good. But that's okay. We'll catch you guys in the next stream, all right? You guys have a wonderful weekend. If I don't speak to you, join the Discord. I probably will do some live Discord streams this weekend if I'm around. If not, we'll catch you Sunday. See you then.